Hey guys, it's me. I have been trying to find. I made mention to a couple of TV programs that I saw that told me about the fat and stuff that I was talking about, and not that there's a lot of question about that, but this is just a TV show that I saw. It's actually Fit TV's National Body Challenge, the Skinny on Fat. And I hope I'm not infringing on rights here, but I'm gonna put just a few snippet clips on here because I actually recorded it. So here it goes.
If the food that we're eating is doing this to us, why are we so
She's inside of a coffin.
Because of fast food.
We just eat too much.
Fast foods.
Fast food.
Large portions.
Fatty foods, the media, the commercials.
A lot of people need to exercise a lot more.
We are getting very lazy.
Lack of exercise and bad diet.
Remember, our bodies crave the things that got us through the lean times, when food was scarce, namely fat and sugar.
We actually like are the things that got us through millions of years of evolution, and it just has turned out now that we've become so good at producing them for ourselves at such low cost that we can have them without any additional effort or work to get them.
We now live in an environment where we don't have to worry where our next meal is coming from, but our bodies haven't shaken the natural instinct to hang on to fat. In fact, our bodies hate to get rid of it.
The thinking now is that after a person loses a certain amount of weight, maybe about 10% of their body weight, there tends to be sort of a plateau in that it becomes very difficult to lose more weight.
Gee, that sounds familiar, doesn't it, guys? Sorry.
Quote, just in case we suddenly run out of food. So if a 300-pound person loses 30 pounds, he's still overweight, but his fat cells tell the body to conserve energy. Not only will losing weight become more difficult, hunger strikes.
Okay.
It's almost as though 300 pounds has become, in a sense, a set point for that individual, and anything below that set point will make the person feel very uncomfortable in terms of hunger.
And these days, hunger is one urge we're finding far too easy to satisfy.
Food's always available. It's pretty much okay to have food everywhere you go. We build our cars with tray tables, so we eat in our cars. You eat at your desk. So we have this environment where you're always eating. On the other side, we have this environment where you never have to be physically active. We sit at computers all day, whether we're kids or adults. We get no activity there. We go home and we watch one of the glowing screens, and then we go to bed.
Our bodies may not have evolved to the point where they can deal with extra fat, but our understanding of fat has evolved. Scientists now consider fat to be a full-blown organ, right up there with your heart and your liver.
For the longest period of time, we felt that fat was basically a large amount of inert material all over the human body. It was there clearly to help regulate our temperature and also to store fat, which was used to be able to survive.
Fats aren't bad for us. We need fats to survive. They keep our cells intact by making our membranes healthy. We need them as neurotransmitters in our brains so we can think straight. We need fats to repair holes in our arteries. We need fats to energize our immune system. Fat's good for us, but it's got to be good quality fat.
Well, as it turns out, things are far more complex than that. Recently, we have discovered that fat really is an endocrine organ, and that is, it has a large interplay with very powerful hormones in the human body that regulate, for instance, appetite.
There may be 10 or 15 of these hormones at least that are produced by fat that get out into the blood and do various things in terms of signaling the brain, affecting liver function, metabolism, affecting the way that the body responds to insulin.
Fat cells are also vital to our comfort. Fat is the ultimate biological bubble wrap, protecting your body and keeping it warm, as well as cushioning your joints and bones. To put it simply, without fat, you cannot live. So here's the skinny. There's much more to the story than good fat versus bad fat, obese versus thin, because fat is an essential organ of the human body in moderation. Too much and your whole body goes haywire.
Look at those coffins.
So the key to understanding good fat versus bad fat can be summed up in 3 words. Location, location, location. Is fat better in one place than another? Well, as far as health is concerned, yes. Women are usually heavier in the hips and thighs, the classic pear shape, men around their gut, the so-called apple. But somewhere around the age of 35, we all start to gain in the same place, around the belly. We all become apples. Apple-shaped people, be warned. If you've gotten to the point where it looks like you've swallowed a volleyball, you must take action pronto.
The fat that's in the belly that people develop in the abdomen seems to be a much more dangerous kind of fat because of where it is. The fats that come out of the fat that's in the belly go right into the liver immediately because of the way the plumbing is hooked up between the fat in the belly and the liver.
Because this is not about having to buy a bigger pair of pants. This is about supersized coffins. People who have pounds and pounds of visceral fat in their belly live shorter lives. It's as simple as that.